National Institute of Technology Raipur has yet again set the bar of progress even higher. Living up to our motto, Nityam Yato Shubhodayam, we continue to witness and encourage the rise of happiness every day. The institute was established in 1956 under the leadership of the first President Dr. Rajendra Prasad and the first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Upholding its magnificent past of 50 years, eminence and future prospects, the Central Government of India declared the institute as National Institute of Technology Raipur on 1st December 2005.
NIT Raipur received the 64th rank in Engineering category in NIRF Rankings 2021, from a rank of 81 in 2018, 74 in 2019, 67 in 2020 to the present rank of 64 in 2021. NIT Raipur continues to maintain its legacy. NIT Raipur has been ranked in Band A 11 to 25 in Atal Ranking of Institutions on Innovation Achievements ARIIA 2020 by the Innovation Cell, Ministry of Education. NIT Raipur is also amongst the top 5 institutions in the East Zone and secured the top rank among centrally funded institutes in Chhattisgarh. NIT Raipur, which is a regional coordinating institute of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, was conferred with the accolade of highest prestige, the Perennial Assistance Award. NIT Raipur has 12 undergraduate, 11 postgraduate and PhD in 18 different fields. For theoretical and practical knowledge, NIT Raipur holds state-of-the-art labs and keeps improving them with latest hardware and software supports. Institute has set up various outlets within the campus for nutrition, refreshments and the needs of the NIT Raipur family. Juice Corner, Milk Parlour, Coffee Day and B-Mart have started in the campus to cater the daily requirement. The Central Computer Center of the Institute provides up-to-date professional information and communication technology services which can impart high-end ICT education and promote the use of cutting-edge computational technologies in the Institute. The center houses more than 400 state-of-the-art desktops.
To provide 24/7 facility to the students to work on the innovative ideas, prototypes, and develop the culture of collaborative and interdisciplinary innovation, Chhattisgarh's first ever makerspace is also present at NIT Raipur. NIT Raipur took a big leap in advancement of its data management when the Honorable Director Dr. A.M. Ravani inaugurated the data center. This shall control, compute and maintain the Institute's back-end information and communication technology systems by providing state-of-the-art facilities to secure a safe place for ICT equipment of the Institute.
Chhattisgarh's first technology business incubator is going to be set up in NIT Raipur. The Section 8 company of NIT Raipur, the NIT Raipur Foundation for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, is awarded with a grant in aid of Rs 7 crores 95 lakhs by DST under the Nidhi TBI scheme. Responding to the appeal of Dr. A.M. Ravani sir, the Alumni Association of GEC NIT Raipur has dedicated the second floor of the Golden Tower building with 5,500 square feet built up area to the Technology Business Incubator. During the session 2020-21, 3 conferences, 9 webinars, 4 STTPs, 2 workshops, 7 FDPs, 2 training programs and many more activities were organized by the Institute. The Institute is working as State Technical Agency of Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana and National Rural Drinking Water Program. NIT Raipur is also acting as Coordinating Institute of Chhattisgarh under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, Egg Bharat Shresht Bharat, Nodal Center of IIT Bombay to conduct virtual labs and Mentor Institute of VEC Lakhanpur under TEQIP. NIT Raipur is working on various sponsored research projects from various agencies like DST, CG Cost, BRNS, MNRE, UNICEF, BALCO, NMDC, ISRO, BARC, etc. Fostering relations for enhancing quality is of great importance to us. Therefore, we have signed multiple memoranda of understanding. We signed an MOU with Tailor Made Renewable Limited Gujarat, National Highway Authority of India NHAI, Center for Ganga River Basin Management and Studies IIT Kanpur, 3D Srishti Private Limited Hyderabad, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSME Technology Center Durg, IIT Varanasi Regional Academic Center for Space RACS set up by ISRO, Construction Industry Development Council and Telecom Sector Skill Council. Apart from newsletter Mirror, NIT Raipur has started publishing its research newsletter Cognition. NIT Raipur has always encouraged its students to present their ideas for research and innovation and has consistently provided them assistance in getting to the prototype stage.
NIT Raipur has taken exceptional measures to cope with COVID-19. NIT Raipur Dispensary has organized free vaccination drives for students, faculty, staff and their families. Mask and sanitizer distribution drive organized by the Ladies Social Work Group of the Institute. Dr. A.M. Rawani, Director, NIT Raipur, and Dr. A.K. Singh, Faculty, Department of Mechanical Engineering, have published a book titled E-Revolution in Indian Higher Education with COVID-19. For the sake of keeping a check on mental well-being of students in the post-COVID situation, several webinars on emotional wellness support have been organized under the HEAL program. Several counseling sessions have been organized for the students in order to look after the problems faced by them and to fill them with tenacity so that they do not feel overburdened in any situation. Institute is incessantly trying to make students feel free to reach them in any amicable manner as possible.
To motivate the students and uplift their morale in the difficult time of COVID-19 pandemic, online edutainment sessions for students of various semesters are being organized to nurture an invigorating environment of expression and to address the grievances and problems faced by the students in any respect. Free and informal right of expression or fire sessions are periodically being organized by the Institute. Students are free to put forth their concerns related to any matter to the concerned faculty and departments during these sessions.
Ambition is the path to success. Persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. We at NIT Raipur aim at the overall growth and development of an individual. The activities organized by the clubs and committees of NIT Raipur are a quintessence of providing an opportunity for the overall development among students. The activities of the clubs remained committed even during this unprecedented situation.
Various activities and competitions organized routinely. Immunity Fit Treat by Go Green, Gets at Garba by Nrityam, NSS Pride by NSS, TED Talks by TEDx NIT Raipur, eShruti by Raga, World Entrepreneurship Week by IEEE and eCell, etc. are some of the events. An institute is built not only by the efforts of its current students but also through tireless efforts of its alumni and faculty. The alumni of NIT Raipur continuously keep taking the institute to greater heights with exceptional performances in various competitive exams as well as making phenomenal advances in their careers. Our faculty members have also brought many laurels to the institute.
Various students of our institute have achieved many accolades, scholarships and top ranks in different fields and exams and thus have glorified NIT Raipur's name.
We have a reputation of delivering accomplished graduates year after year, as evident by our placement records, which remain untarnished in these unprecedented times due to the pandemic. Noteworthy companies like Adobe, D-Shaw, Arcesium, Amazon, etc. visited our campus and offered coveted profiles. For the batch of 2021, 517 students received placement offers and the average package offered was 9.42 lakhs. For the batch of 2022, 373 students have already received placement offers in the initial phase of this placement season. The current average CTC package is 12.176 lakhs per annum.
Anshika Agrawal, Dharma Chandrakar, Mamidipaka Tejaswini and Sanjeev Nath received staggering packages of 55 lakhs each on campus at Adobe, while Priyanshi Sharma has received an outstanding package of 45 lakhs at Google. Ayushi Jain, Achintya Patel, Anjali Patle, Ananya Sharma, Viren Khatri, Amit Porwal, Madhur Singer, Shashank Tiwari and Yogesh Sharma received dashing packages of 45 lakhs at Amazon. Ashutosh Panda and Swastik Sahu also received whooping PPOs of 36 lakhs at D-Shaw, whereas Dishan Verma received a handsome 36 lakhs package at Arcesium. The students have also received impressive internship offers with companies like D-Shaw, Arcesium and Adobe, visiting the campus and giving up to a whooping 1 lakh per month stipend.
NIT Raipur has continuously demonstrated brilliance in every conceivable field and it is raising the bar for itself higher, shining brightly on the national and international arena. With all that we have learned along the road, we are certain to scale even greater heights in the future.
Swami Naidu sir to kindly brief us about the conference.
Yeah, good morning. So, Honorable Professor P. Diwan, Dean RMC, MIT Raipur, respected Professor S. Sanyal sir, Head of the Department, Department of Mechanical Engineering, MIT Raipur, distinguished guest, Professor Sumeet Gupta, IIM Raipur, and learned professors, colleagues, delegates, and all the participants from the corporate and academia, a warm good morning to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to present an overview of the International Virtual Conference on Advances in Mechanical Engineering, Industrial Informatics and Management, AMEIIM 2022. Mechanical engineering plays a critical role in manufactured technologies from cars to the airplanes to refrigerators. It enables you to do many daily activities with ease as it brings helpful technologies to our modern society. This conference, AMEIIM 2022, aimed to showcase state-of-art methodologies and technologies in mechanical, metallurgical, industrial, production engineering, and management. It focuses new ideas and development to propagate latest innovations and practices. It provides an opportunity to network, collaborate, and exchange ideas among the renowned speakers, researchers, faculties, and students in mechanical, metallurgical, industrial, production engineering, and management. This conference is dedicated on recent progress in theoretical and experimental approaches, as well as novel technological applications that have advanced the frontier of this field. Around 123 participants have applied, out of which 67 were shortlisted under category of oral presentation. The total registered participants are 59 and 57 papers are going to present, out of which one international participant from Italy. Selected papers received after peer review process will be published in American Institute of Physics, AIP proceedings. The two-day schedule comprises 2 keynote lectures, 7 technical sessions. The first day keynote lecture by international speaker, Professor Raul, Professor and Senior Researcher, Coordinator of Fabramics, University of Menoho, School of Engineering, Portugal, will be delivered on topic multifunctional and multi-scale fiber-based materials and composites. And the second day keynote lecture by industry expert and alumni of NIT Raipur, Mr. R.N. Chauhan, scientist, Jawaharlal Nehru Alumni Research, Development and Design Center, Nagpur, will be delivered on topic circular economy in non-ferrous metal sector, Indian perspectives. Abstract book, fee receipts and participant certificates will be shared with participants during valedictory session. Best oral presentation will also be awarded. Once again, welcomes you all two-day international conference on advances in mechanical engineering, industrial informatics and management, AMEIIM 2022. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for elaborating and giving the introduction about our conference. Moving ahead, may I now request Dr. S.K. Mukti, sir, to present a brief profile of our distinguished guest, Professor Sumeet Gupta, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jagdish. Professor Sumit Gupta is affiliated as a professor in the Department of Information Technology and System at Indian Institute of Management, Raipur. He received PhD in Information Systems as well as MBA from National University of Singapore and BE from GEC, Raipur. He has a total of 16 years of work experience in industry, teaching and research, during which he worked with L&T India, the Logistic Institute, Asia Pacific, Singapore, SSGI Bhilai, before joining IIM Raipur. He participated in Global Symposium at Harvard Business School in 2015. He has held visiting faculty assigned with IIIT Naya Raipur as well as Haozhong University of Science and Technology, Wuhan, China. He has been accredited by AMA as an accredited management teacher and was awarded Professor Manubhai M. Shah Memorial Award by Indian Commerce Association for the year of 2017. He was also awarded President, Graduate Fellowship, and National University of Singapore. He has published more than 50 papers in top-ranked international journals and more than 30 papers in international conferences, and his publications count exceed 100. He has also edited 2 books in the area of humanitarian logistics and supply chain management. His research interests include electronic governance, e-commerce, technology adoption, mobile commerce, and electronic commerce, virtual communities and enterprise systems, business analytics, and electronic governances. He has conducted several consultancy projects with both private and government bodies in India and abroad and has conducted many training programs. Professor Gupta is affiliated with Indian Institute of Management, Raipur, India since October 2012. Shankaracharya Group of Institutions, Bhilai, India. The Logistics Institute, Asia Pacific, Singapore, Larsen and Toubro Limited, India. He is a permanent member of Association of Information Systems, USA, AIMA, New Delhi, and Association of Computing Machinery, USA. With this brief introduction, I would like to invite Professor Sumeet Gupta sir to say few words in this session. Please, sir.
Thank you, Professor Mukti. Respected Professor Diwan, Professor Sanyal, Professor Mukti, Professor Jagdish, and Professor Venkat Swami. I thank you all for inviting me for this conference. Although I do not think that I'm actually not a technical expert, I am more into management. I used to be good in technical till my engineering days. And later on, I shifted to management because I thought that these issues are also quite important and pertinent. So I was thinking, what will I speak in today's discussion? So I talked about one of the things which I am now currently researching is about artificial intelligence and the systemic issues it brings in. Now, when you talk about any process automation, and which is becoming very common these days, like robotic process automations, and probably that's what you are going to discuss for these during the conference, and very prominently applied in distribution warehouses in Amazon, Flipkart, and many of these big companies. Now, this process automation using robots is also there in website using chatbots. But the main issue of concern when we study these from the management perspective is how will they be adopted? What are the issues in adoption? I'm actually now also doing some research on public service delivery and AI. Now, whenever you talk about process automation, you need IoTs, you need, it's a confluence of computer science as well as mechanical. So, combine IoT with AI, and then you can have many solutions. But then the problem with AI solutions is that, and that's what I'm going to speak about, is, this may actually guide many researchers because a lot of research is going on in this area, is the biases that plague these algorithms. And very common example which is cleared up is about Timnit Gebru, a lady in Google. She was fired from Google and then she raised a concern. Later on, she already raised a concern about biasness in Google's recruitment. And think about how recruiting was done earlier in Google. It was based on, generally they prefer whites, and the same problem actually started coming in AI because AI is based on training data. And the training data is all about recruiting whites, then how will it actually recruit blacks? And therefore, a lot of problem came in this. This biasness is actually a very systemic issue which is coming in AI, and that will creep in India also because in India we really don't know how the decisions are made. We know there are some biasness, but these biases come depending on the people who are actually at the helm of the affairs in the organizations. So one of these problems is this biasness, and if you bring it in public sector, for example, because we are trying to improve public sector delivery, governance delivery to all the citizens of the country, we'll also see biasness in the way it gives justice to people, because we really don't know what is happening in AI. It's a deep learning algorithm. Deep learning algorithm works with along with reinforcement learning. It does not let you know what exactly is going on inside. The same AI algorithm may actually give you one solution at one point in time, and later on as it learns, it may give you a different solution. Right? For example, as we type on our mobile, let's say I want to type something in Hindi, and a namaste, for example. Now, once I type namaste, it may not be apparent in the one go, so it will learn, and later on when I type, it will give me a clue that, okay, this is what you have to type. So it will give that word, it will present that word in front of you. So you will see that AI actually learns, and that learning is actually going to cause issues, because, I mean, one of the issues which will come with is, how is AI making that decision? Can it be made public? Can it be made apparent? Which cannot be done. So when you combine AI with IoT, we can have actually a lot of solutions. But when it actually have a public interface, it's going to cause several issues. Okay, so that's one biases, and of course, so what it tells is that the decision making using these AI techniques would be primarily in those areas which is routine, which are not necessarily requires human decision making. Of course, we're talking about artificial intelligence. It cannot actually copy human beings, because human beings can take decisions in complex situations which AI cannot take. Okay, so that's one. The second is it's black box algorithm. One is, of course, biases. The second is black box algorithm, means we really don't know what is happening inside. I actually talked about that also. So when we do not know what is happening inside, there is a problem of accountability. There is a problem of regulation and accountability. So we actually examine these two primary issues in terms of these algorithms when they interact, if we combine them with IoT, what kind of issues are going to come. That's one of the problem which we are examining as in our research, and I hope that when you do this, when you do your technical research, you also look into ways and means by which technology can help us understand um, uh, can we map the way algorithm makes decision? Can we bring it to on paper? Because that will be required for any legal requirement of AI algorithms. So that's from my side. I just wanted to bring to these two focuses. I'm not so sure whether it will be useful for you or not, but this is something which I am researching on, and hope that it also gives some insights on future of these solutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your giving a very good ideas about the current research areas. Moving forward, may I now request our respected Professor S. Sanyal, sir, Head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIT Raipur, and Chair of this conference, to say a few words about this event.
Good morning, everybody. Voice is audible?
Yes,
Good morning,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Respected Dean RNC, Dr. Diwan, Chief Guest of the session, Dr. Sumeet Gupta, Professor from AMEIIM Raipur, the conference secretaries, the organizer secretaries, Dr. Naidu, Dr. Mukti, Dr. Jagdish, my fellow colleagues from the department, and all the researchers, the scholars who have joined this conference to present their work. Good morning, one and all. First of all, I just wanted to point out certain things related with the scholars who are going to present their work. This is a platform. Generally, the conferences are a platform to discuss among each other. So the topics which has been selected and the work which we are going to present, please do not limit yourself to your work only. Please attend the sessions of others as well, because this is an opportunity wherein you will be able to listen to the work of others, wherein the other people has, similar to you, they have spent years together to come up to that particular conclusion. So you will be, getting benefited out of it. You will be getting a ready-made solution. As I have been listening to Professor Gupta's, AI and bias sort of things. So he has given, his conclusions. I mean, he has been working on that area, and he is giving his conclusions. So we are really getting benefited out of this. So that is the basic idea of, meeting, discussing, and presenting in these conferences. So do attend the sessions of others as well. Next, the request or the suggestions to all the academic or the research community is, like to take you guys towards the NEP, National Education Policy and all that, and this government is going after it with a big way. So it is an opportunity as well as there are responsibilities lying inside it. We have been listening to the credit banks and open courses and all that, and as Professor Gupta has already pointed it out that what is correct, who will decide? There has to be some decision making things and all that. But then this is an opportunity when we are talking about the credit bank that everybody can earn some credits from these open courses and probably will be able to expand his horizon uh, to get those skills, those knowledge bases included in their resume. But at the same time, you have to be very cautious that what you are going to do and from where you are going to do. So from the student point of view or from the participants point of view, it is a good opportunity. But the responsibility also lies on the faculty members and the researchers and the academic community that what you are going to deliver. It has to be at a particular level. Otherwise, again, that will be, as we know, as we have been discussing the black box and all that. Coming to the conference topics and the informatics, industrial informatics and IoT and the latest in mechanical engineering and all that. We have been discussing in the department among the faculty members that now is the time when we must expand our horizon and incorporate these AI, deep learning, machine learning things in our curriculum, in our subject domain. We just cannot get rid of saying this that these are with reference to the computer science or the soft branches. They are going to be, as has been pointed out, that automation, the robotics, these are all the decisions are to be taken wherein these MI, AI, deep learning, things are going to be affected. So we need to enhance our horizon into that. But again, cautiously, because we need to understand the basics. Without understanding the basic, using only the algorithms as a black box is going to hamper. I have been to recently to some presentations, some thesis presentations, some PhD presentations and conferences. I could find out that people are using the softwares just as a black box, and when the outcomes are coming, they are trying to conclude out of that without knowing what is going behind it. One example is a very simple example I'll quote here, that when we do a linear regression and we try to find out a correlation between the dependent and independent variable, there are certain data points which are outlier, and we just don't look into it, and then we try to fit it out, and then we just conclude out of it. So starting from your undergraduate course, when we are doing the experimentation, we are taking the observations, we say that those points which are not near the sample, you just leave it, and then probably you will be able to rightly project the sample sample identity, whether it is a regression model or whether it's a mean or whatever it is. So we will be able to understand these things only when we are very much aware of the basics. Without knowing the basics, without knowing the things, and producing the academic research or proceeding forward, probably will hamper the whole community. So there is an opportunity as well as there is a responsibility which everybody needs to look after. That is all from my side. I thank Dean RNC, Professor Diwan, for establishing a system of holding these conferences by each of the department, more than one conference, and allowing us to deliberate, to discuss with the people otherwise with whom we will not be able to meet out. So thank you, Diwan sir, for allowing us this particular system, and I congratulate the organizing secretaries and the faculty members who are after this, one and all. Those probably not only the faculty members, there are other people also behind this complete work. So it's not an easy task, specifically when we are handling it in the online mode. So I congratulate them. I wish them all success. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivational words and the support. Man,
Now, so I would rather take the opportunity to say warm welcome as well. Professor Gupta, Dr. Sanyal, organizing secretaries, Dr. Mukti, Dr. Jagdish, Dr. Naidu, thank you very much for me. It's a great privilege for me to be a part of this inaugural function. I look forward to the proceeding volume of this conference as such. And as Professor Sanyal just pointed out, yeah, we have made a concerted effort, my erstwhile predecessor of Dean RNC and the Office of Director. We tried to take the advantage of this Corona times, the online versions, and virtually,
kindly brief
as
us
Professor Sanyal
about the
told, each of
conference.
the department is at least organizing two. One maybe national, one international. So on and
Yeah,
on,
good
a
morning.
rough figure of about 40 to
Honorable Professor.
45 conferences was organized, and a couple of are still remaining for the month of March. So a lot of conferences, and hope the publication volumes will come up quite good this particular year. And this has also given a lot of opportunity to the participants, the in-house participants, the present research scholars, faculties, and good interaction amongst them as well as with the external participants. So a lot of interaction has taken place, and I also feel that a lot of discussion has to be done. Uh, the presentation time, let us say if 10 minutes has been allotted to one participant, so let the presentation time be reduced to 3 or 4 minutes. Let 6 minutes be given for a lot of discussion. And Professor Sanyal virtually spoke my words when he said that let rest of the participants continue till the end of the session, not just concentrate on their own presentation. And this gives a holistic picture of the entire theme of the conference. As I can see, the organizers have really gone to a great extent, and we have a list of about 14 to 15. I can see the advanced thermal engineering being discussed, refrigeration, mechanical system design, and manufacturing technologies, and CAD CAMs, and environmental engineering, production and operational management. I think, I don't know how you're going to accommodate all the papers related to the participant. Must be a huge, huge work for all of you. So thank you very much to cut short for having me. And I wish the participant take this opportunity to really interact as much as possible throughout these 2 days. And as Dr. Swami has pointed out, that they would be coming up with peer review in a good reputed Scopus Index journals. That would be a final, advantage to the participants in their career profile. And we at NIT Raipur would be enriched by your experiences, in fact, and that would, a lot of research scholars would be joining these sessions. And we, in our sense, will be enriched as well. So that is the advantage of give and take, of a win-win situation on both sides. So thank you very much. And I hope a huge success to all the hard work that is being done by all these three gentlemen. So Dr. Mukti, Dr. Naidu, and Dr. Jagdish. They have been in touch with me in my office for quite a long time. And with this, I have the privilege and honor on behalf of the director to declare the conference open. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivational speech and as well as support. Moving forward, I request our organizing secretary, Dr. S.K. Mukti, sir, to propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Jagdish. I am feeling immense pleasure to deliver vote of thanks at this occasion. On behalf of the organizing committee and on my own behalf, firstly, I express my deep gratitude to our Honorable Director, Sir, Professor A.M. Ramani, for his valuable guidance. Without his support, it would have been very difficult to bring this conference in front of you in this shape. I would like to thank Professor P. Diwan, Sir, Dean Research and Consultancy, and patron of the event, who have spared his valuable time for this conference and also for his constant support and encouragement. I express My sincere thanks to Dr. S. Sanyal sir, Head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, NIT Raipur, for his constant support and encouragement for this conference. I would like to thank to keynote speakers, Professor Raul Fengerio, Professor, University of Minho, School of Engineering, Portugal, and second keynote speaker, Mr. R.N. Chauhan, Scientist, JNA RDDC, Nagpur, for their constant and ready to spare their valuable time to deliver an expert talk in our conference. I express my sincere thanks all the conference committee members, advisory committees for their constant and valuable suggestions. I express my sincere thanks all the session chairpersons, Dr. Kalicharan Rath, Associate Professor, GIET Odisha, Dr. Sudhir Sastri, Professor, JAIN University, Bangalore, Dr. K. Ramanya, Professor, SEC, Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Sumit Bhaumik, Head, Mechanical Engineering Department, NIT Silchar, Dr. Sumit Gupta, sir, Professor, IIM Raipur, and Dr. J.S. Bal, Deputy Director, Directorate Technical Education, Chhattisgarh. I would like to thank all faculty members of NIT Raipur for their necessary support. Last but not least, I express my whole heartfelt thanks to every participant and everyone who has worked directly or indirectly to make this conference a real success. Now, our valedictory function is come to its end. Now, I request you all to turn on the video so that we may have a group photography at the end. Now, may I request Dr. N.V. Naidu sir to display vote of thanks. Over to Dr. Jagdish sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So please turn on the video. We'll have a photographer. Thank you once again. It's the inaugural event is come to an end. Thank you for joining once again this inaugural event and your support. Thank you once again. So there is an announcement for the participant that please join the keynote lecture sharply at 1:30 using the same